Hey YouTube, today we're going to reveal the Colt Trooper that I had restored, and I don't know if a lot of people remember or a lot of people have looked up, and I was working on a Colt Trooper that I picked up. I got it for next to nothing, and it is a 38 special Colt Trooper, and it was nickel plated. It was either nickel or hard chrome. It was very, very difficult, and what I was going to do is I was going to put some little touches on it and make it a very unique weapon. So I've done a couple videos leading up to this. A couple days ago, I posted a couple videos of the progress that it's made, and I went and picked it up today. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what this thing looks like. So we're going to pull this towel off, and here it is. So what we have here, first thing I'm going to do is show you there's nothing in it. It's not loaded, and I'm going to try my best not to touch it as much as possible while I make this video, just for the sheer fact I don't want it to fingerprint up while I'm showing this off. So what this started off with, folks, this was a 38 special nickel-plated Colt Trooper, and I picked it up really cheap because it was in pretty rough condition. It was really pitted, and the plating was flaking off of it and everything. And a while back, I had a Colt Python restored for a young lady that I know. And when I was in the middle of getting it done, the barrel was pitted on it, and all the polish work that had to be done to refinish that barrel kind of washed the roll marks out on it. So, I've sourced out a barrel, and I set it aside, and I said, you know what, I'll find something to do with that thing one day. Well, this is it now, folks. This is now got a Colt Python barrel on it. Let me show you some of the close-ups. It says Python 357 Magnum cartridge, but it's real thin because of all the polishing that had to go into this. And anybody knows anything about Colt Pythons that follow them like I do, the real early ones had thin roll marks on them anyway, so you could barely see them anyway. And then when you do the polish work, the prep work to prepare them for bluing, it really gets thin. Here's the other side. It has the real thin marking, but I'll try my best to get this to show up on camera, but it says all the Colt stuff on the side. So now this thing has a Colt Python barrel on a Colt Trooper, and now it is chambered in 357 Magnum. We also converted it over to 357 Magnum. And one of the other things that we did is it had a real skinny hammer that you'll see in the video, and now it's got this wide spur Python style barrel on it that was also fitted into it. We actually they had washed the Colt pony off the side plate here, and we tried to get one of those to fit into it. It didn't work out, so now it doesn't wear anything on the side except for the very thin Colt Python right here and the Colt markings on the other side. But this thing turned out amazing. I put a set of these ivory grips that I had on another gun that I have that I'm going to do a little changing around on because I knew this thing would look awesome like that. Now, what makes this different than a Colt Python? It's a little bit thinner up here than the Colt Python, and when you pull the hammer back, you'll notice it's got a firing pin on the hammer, and the Pythons do not have that. So this thing works smooth as butter. All the action's been polished and reworked and everything like that, and it is absolutely amazing, the work that this guy does. But this has been a long journey on this gun. I knew it was going to be a little bit of a pain in the rear, but if you look at this finish, it's absolutely amazing. This is the Colt Royal Blue finish, and it absolutely looks like it's wet. And any imperfections you see on this thing, I literally just picked it up, it's just oils on it. But it doesn't even look like the same gun. I'd really like to hear everybody's opinion on how this thing turned out, but I think it looks amazing. It's absolutely a one-of-a-kind gun with a Python barrel mounted on a 38 Special Trooper that's been converted to 357 Magnum and has a wide spur hammer on top of it now. Different grips. These are actual grips that were made for a Python, so they would fit on here perfectly. But it's got the same absolutely smooth action that the Pythons have. It's got a great double action to it. It's got a great single action to it. It's just an amazing gun. And I don't have any plans on getting rid of it because it is like one of a kind. But anyway, folks, I wanted to show you what a absolutely wore out, nickel plated. It looks like it was at the end of its life. Colt Trooper can look like if you find somebody that really knows what they're doing and can absolutely duplicate this finish. You can make a nickel plated gun or hard chrome gun, whatever, Royal Blue, if you put enough work into it. But let me know what you think, folks. I'm not going to take up a whole lot of your time showing this gun off, but I just want to get your opinion on it. I'm trying to move it around as much as possible and show you this finish, but amazing job. It's a cool, really cool looking now 357 gun. Let me know what you think about it, and if you have any questions on the process or anything this gun went through, I'll be happy to answer it for you. And thank you very much, folks, for watching my video today, and you folks have a great day.